That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The A's go quietly. Nothing doing there for the A's. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Baltimore, and pitching in this one for the A's, Luis Severino.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike three.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Adley Rutschman in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
2 away now. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Let's go, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball. 2 out, space is empty. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Butler right there to make the grab. And that is that. Orioles held in check there. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Eflin back to work. Langoliers will handle the catching duties in this one. 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. And there's a ball. The pitch. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Let's go, Orioles. Come on, Orioles. You can do it. Come
Line drive. Jumps, but it's off his glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Outside low, 1-0.
Come on, Zach.
Line drive, base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
That one pulled foul. Soderstrom over at second. Geloff at first. One gone. Hit in the air left field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Luis Arias. Just missed.
1-0.
No score here in the second. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
In for a strike, and the count is even, 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Two now. And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. Play at the plate. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the A's 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the second, at the plate, Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
You know, it didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
Check swing, and that's a ball. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Tyler O'Neill in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brown sizes this one up, snags it for the second out.
Batting 6th, right fielder.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Got him swinging.
Come on, kid.
1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. This to third, Westberg.
Let's go, let's go.
Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Lawrence Butler.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And a foul ball. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. One out, base is empty. Left field. O'Neill on the move. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. And now the DH, Brent Rooker, grounded out his first time up. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
And now 2-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Cowser sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Yeah, that's fouled off. Severino. In the air, right field, Butler. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Down the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the ground to third, Urias. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting ninth, second baseman Jackson.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday.
Let's go, Orioles!
In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
Way to be patient!
Check swing went around. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strikes. Ball, that's just out.
And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park, here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Swings and misses. And that's strike one.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And that's outside. And the count 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. A dive. He's got it. And they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Not close with that one. 2-2. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom, reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two outs. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
Let's go, Orioles!
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
So up next, Ryan O'Hearn. outside corner. There's a strike. Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a count 1-2. A's leading by a run. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Now batting,
Here's Ryan
designated
Mountcastle.
hitter,
0 for 1 so far.
Ryan Mountcastle.
And that is out of play. That one finds the corner. That is strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's down and in. Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And that one fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lede settles underneath it, and the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Eflin back to work. Geloff measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. High fly ball, shallow right field. Cowser. And makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
So here's Brown at the plate. Fly to left his first time.
Let's go, Orioles!
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Go, Orioles!
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Urias up next for the A's. Doubled in his first AB.
Let's go, O's!
Right through there for a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser.
And that misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Now 1
2
missed.
balls, 2 strikes.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. That one off the mark. Ball 1. To third, Urias. Zips it across, and the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now here is Jacob Wilson. And there's the strike.
You know, these Athletics, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
On the ground at first, and it kicks off the bag. And it's off the bag. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
So the batting order turns over. Lawrence Butler, the next to hit. Strike 1.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Ball 1 there.
Outside, that's a ball. Swing.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting.
Here's some real power at the plate. Brent Rooker. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Orioles, let's go.
2 outs. And that's ball 4.
That's up.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to third, Westberg. That's out number 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jackson Holliday. There's the strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Severino with another strikeout.
Now batting.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. Out to short, Wilson. To first, Rutschman retired. 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the A's 1 and the Orioles nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Andrew Kittredge preparing to come on if needed. Aiken, the lefty, warming up as well. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. That's down and in.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's towards center. Mullins under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the A's.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Zach Eflin gives way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Coming on for the Orioles, Gregory Soto.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Come on, Orioles.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one outside, and it's 1-1. That's inside. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Zach Geloff will hit next.
Zach Geloff.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Inside, just missed.
Orioles, let's go.
And another ball.
Let's go, Baltimore.
That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So a man aboard. And the batter now, Seth Brown. Snap throw to first. Geloff dives back in safely.
Yeah, Orioles.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
Now the 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hit.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. Well, I think that one of the things that we've seen is that neutralizing the running game is as much to do with going with the slide step that a good majority of the pitchers have, and nobody wants to give a free ball to the hitter. Late swing, foul to the left. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. inside. Ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Action in the pen down there. Jose Leclerc, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Ferguson getting cranked up as well. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's ball 2.
Just misses there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that misses. 1-0. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Safe. You're tied at 1.
Huge at bat to bring home the tying run at this point in the game. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luis Severino done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
So a
A's.
new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Tyler Ferguson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Man at second. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And that one fouled off. That one misses. Now 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
So 2 down now, and here is Cedric Mullins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew
Now
Kittredge.
pitching for the Orioles.
So Mark Kotze going with a pinch hitter here.
Number
Miguel
22,
Andujar.
Miguel
And this is a
Andujar.
big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
First pitch just misses.
Ball, that's out.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That clips the zone, and now 3-1. Fouled off. He was late.
Strike him out.
On the ground to the left. Westberg
Go, 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 go.
throws across the diamond. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis.
So Mark Kotze going with a pinch hitter here. Gio Urshela, 1 out, the base is empty for him.
Hey now, Orioles, let's go.
There's a strike. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. To the right side, Holiday throws to first in time. Urshela is out. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Has grounded out a couple of times. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one
Inside,
inside,
ball 1.
and the count is 1-2. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the A's. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Athletics.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Leclerc.
Jose Leclerc.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Westberg.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No No balls, 2 strikes. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And that's outside. Next offering is down low. Jackson Holiday in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So digging in, Jackson Holiday. That is upstairs for ball 1. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball. The Athletics have some bullpen action. T.J. McFarland, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. That one misses. 3-1. Gunnar Henderson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
There's the strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And here is Adley Rutschman.
Catcher, Adley.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That one in there across the letters.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Slides, but he can't come up with it. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Ryan O'Hearn digs in now. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Holiday, the lead runner at second. Rutschman on at first with 2 down. Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. That one inside. Look out.
Ball 2.
2 on, 2 outs. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Orioles.
and here comes the closer, Felix
Number
Bautista.
74.
Back to the top of the order now. Lawrence Butler getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Way high.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Out towards right center field. Cowser sizes this one up. And there are 2 outs. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. And that skips in the dirt.
Let's go, Baltimore.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next pitch misses outside. And the count 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Shea Langoliers, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. And a swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. And the A's are gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Michelle Otonez.
Number 47, Michelle Otonez.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle.
Designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Misses inside, and it's 1-0. The A's bullpen has some movement. Mason Miller, the young right-hander, up and throwing. And another ball.
2-0.
Fastball for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Grabs it on the run. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And the first offering is not close. High fly ball out towards left center. Lede should have this one. 2 away.
Now batting, right
Colton
fielder.
Cowser will hit next. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one fouled off. And ball 1.
That's inside.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. He keeps his composure and they get the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Baltimore, on to extra innings. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers. Bautista back to work.
Nope.
Just
Ball 1.
missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
And the 1-0. And strike 1 to the catcher.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Tyler Soderstrom in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Punch him out.
Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Substitution now at second base. Pinch running here. Yuri Ruiz. Tyler Soderstrom, the next to hit.
Here we go, turn 2.
That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And another ball.
Inside.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Sit him down.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they take the lead. It's 4-1.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Felix Bautista won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Yennier Cano comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So up next, Zach Geloff. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Mullins settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting left fielder Miguel.
Here's Miguel Andujar. First time up, he grounded to third. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez up and loosening in the pen. Perez also throwing. Still only one out here in the inning. That one's in there. And the count even at 1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swings through that.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that's down and away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Giorgella steps in. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 runs, 1 hit, the homer, no errors, no one left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Athletics 4 and the Orioles 1. Mason Miller comes on trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Ground ball right side and foul ball. And now the 0-1. Ball 1 there.
1 strike.
just missed. And that drops in for a strike. Now one missed. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! In comes the run from second. It's 4-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Jordan Westberg now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That missed inside, and that's ball 2.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball. Jackson Holiday in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Oh, he botches it. Mullins rounds second, heads for third. Now second and third, and nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Now here is Jackson Holiday.
0-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in, and it gets by him. The run scores from second, and again, we are tied.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Mason Miller done for the afternoon, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
The left-hander on now, T.J. McFarland.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Just missed. Nobody out. The winning run 90 feet away. And now 2-0.
That's ball 3. I got 3-0.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. That one at the knees for a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Nobody out. The winning run 90 feet away. And we're in the last half of the 10th. On the ground to third. One at second. Back to first. And that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. That one missing inside. Winning run at third, 2 down. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Line drive. Base hit. That'll do it. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Orioles walk it off in extra innings.
This team was hoping they wouldn't have to hit in the bottom half of this inning, but they did because the other team scored that run. But they battled back, got the runs they needed for an awesome walk-off win.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Athletics taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our starting pitcher here today, Zach Eflin. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Lawrence Butler, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That's outside, and the count now 2-0. That catches the corner.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Slides for the stop. Got him. Nice play. And time now to check out the A's lineup.
Brent Rooker.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That one pushed foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Batting third.
Two down, bases empty. This is J.J. Bleday. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Two outs, bases empty. And that one is downstairs. 1-1. On the ground. Jumps, throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino. What do we have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Severino, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Way upstairs, and it's 2-1. And downstairs. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
The count's full.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And a pitch. Outside low. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Severino kicks, deals. And they'll do it again. Next one is off the plate. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Fastball is outside. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That one to first, and that's a fair ball. And he can't come up with it. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the dirt, blocked.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
That clips the corner.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. One left for the Orioles. Scoreless after 1. Back now at Oriole Park. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Gets the outside corner with that one. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom.
Come on, Zach.
Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Langoliers gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Come on, turn the double.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Zach Geloff. And that's in for a strike.
All ones the count.
Just missed. The other way, dives for the bag, got him. Double play. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
O'Neill.
Come on, Ty.
Fouled off down the right side. Yo one. That one's
One ball,
upstairs,
one strike.
ball one. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Second inning here, no score.
Let's go, Colton.
We need a base hit here.
Chases that one out of the zone. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So next to hit for Baltimore,
No, he's in
Cedric
there.
Mullins. Over to first, and he's saved. Just missed.
Way to be patient. Let's go, Cedric.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
One out and a runner at second.
Come on, Orioles.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Orioles, let's go.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. O'Neill flies around third. He's in there.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in safely. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Out to short, Wilson. Whips it to first. That's it out.
Batting ninth, second baseman,
Jackson Holliday getting ready to hit. Big swing and a miss. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. They limit the damage here. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 1 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. Eflin back to work. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Here's Luis Urias. First pitch misses.
How about this one, Boog? In 2023, Urias hit grand slams for Boston in back-to-back plate appearances. They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940.
Strike 1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. And that's outside. That one hammered center field. Back there. And it's gone. Home run. A soaring shot to center. And it ties it up. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Wilson will hit next. Outside, ball 1. Just missed. Eflin maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the lineup flips over. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Grounded out his first time.
Turn the double.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one's a little bit low. And now it's even 1-1. Man at first, one away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Called strike right there.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Henderson.
Let's go, Orioles. Come on, Orioles. You can do it. Come on.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. The shortstop takes the ball. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. There's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman. First offering, and it just misses. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Severino. That misses.
Ball
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 to count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And the batter now, Ryan O'Hearn. He swings and fouls one off. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the third. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still tied 1-1. Back here in Baltimore as we go to the top of the fourth. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Splits the plate, 0-1.
What was that?
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
There's a strike.
That's ball 3.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a ground ball to first. Down the line, and it's foul.
Punch him out.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Swings through that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. He's 0 for 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Bleday, the lead runner out at second. Langoliers over at first with 1 away. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him swinging. Seth Brown up next for the A's. Rounded out his first time up. Flip the corner. Strike one.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And now, Luis Urias. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two outs. Late with the swing there.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back now at Oriole Park, here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Designated hitter, Ryan
Mountcastle measures 6 feet 4 inches, 28 years old. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Top of the zone for a called strike. That one not close.
2 strikes.
Yeah, the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
On the ground to short, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Struck out swinging his first time. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Runner takes off, pitches high. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Wow, he just showed right there why he's known for having one of the best arms, one of the elite arms in the league. Man, that runner had a big lead at first base. You usually don't get thrown out, but this guy's such a great thrower. That's pretty amazing right there.
A's leading by a run. And there's a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Tap foul at the plate. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Orioles held in check there, and our score remains 2-1. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Ball, that's out.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. O'Neill sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lawrence Butler. Up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mullins under this one. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. There's a strike.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan.
Down the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Swings through that.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a foul ball.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, right side. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
Now batting,
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the corner for a strike.
All ones the count.
Well struck left field. That one is back. And out of here. He sends a rocket to left. And we're level. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Digging in, Gunnar Henderson. That's inside. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The shortstop takes the ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. This solo homer tied it for the O's. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top 6. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Eflin back to work. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these A's just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next offering is outside.
Sit him down.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Go ahead run on base. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. That clips the corner.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Andrew Kittredge appears to be getting loose. Aiken getting loose as well.
Finish him.
0-2 now. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Kowser makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff.
Let's go, Orioles.
Sliced hard but foul. Outside low, and that's ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses. Ball two. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Sit him down.
And that's in the dirt.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Zach Eflin departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Righty
for the
reliever out of the
Orioles,
pen, Yennier Cano.
Number 78. Yanir Cano.
Now the left fielder, Seth Brown.
Orioles, let's go. Here we go, Orioles.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. He will score, and the A's have moved out in front. Throw is high and over his head.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. A little bit low. The A's looking to add another. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Punch him out.
And now it's even up. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there.
Down ball.
And that one's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So 2 away with nobody on. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a strike.
Slider right there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. although plenty of damage done. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 6 and the Orioles 2. Bottom of the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, Adley Rutschman.
Leading off for the Orioles, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That's in there, and that's strike 2. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Ripped on the ground to second. Rutschman retired.
Come on now.
Now batting, first baseman
Ryan O'Hearn digs in now. 1 for 2.
Come on, Orioles.
And he takes a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Orioles.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
1 ball.
Next offering down in the dirt. And that one upstairs. Popped up. Geloff on his way over. And that is that.
Come on.
Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back here in Baltimore, top of inning number 7. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler.
Come on, Orioles.
Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. Cano, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And that is out of play. Just missed.
Let's go, Baltimore.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Don't even bother going to the plate. Just sit down.
Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. One down, base is empty. To the right side, and that chance handled. Fires over to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder.
So
J.J.
2 down
Bleday.
now, and here is J.J. Bleday.
Orioles, let's go!
Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. And that one is inside.
Let's go, Baltimore!
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Yeah, Orioles!
2 outs. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. A's go quickly and quietly there. They lead it 6-2.
Now pitching for the
T.J.
A's.
McFarland gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
For the Orioles.
Leading off,
Left
Tyler
fielder,
O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
And first offering is fouled off.
Come on, Orioles!
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Ball 1 low. Activity in the bullpen. Grant Holman, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Otanez warming up as well.
Let's go, Orioles!
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
I got a ball,
The
1
A's
strike.
leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Mullins at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And he swings
No
through
ball,
that
2
one.
strikes.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back, and a new
Orioles.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Catcher.
Struck out on
Shea
just 3
Langoliers.
pitches last time.
Let's go, Baltimore!
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Let's go, Orioles. Come on, Orioles. You can do it. Come on.
Soderstrom in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Cionel Perez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto, the power lefty, up as well. Next offering upstairs. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now 2 balls and a strike. Way out front for strike 2. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jackson Holiday now at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Get another one.
Let's go, Orioles!
That misses off the outside edge.
Good eye.
Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and so they end up with some speed on at first.
Now batting, shortstop, Gunnar.
So back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. On the outside corner, 0-1. Holiday stands at first with 1 out.
Come now, here we go.
Ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
You can do it, Baltimore!
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
2 balls.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Up next for the
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one found hard the other way. The Orioles down by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Let's go. Let's go, Baltimore.
On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. That's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Orioles 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Seth Brown.
Seth Brown.
Dominguez back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Now batting.
So up next, Luis Urias. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one ripped. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Next. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next.
Please welcome your Baltimore Orioles.
Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Zach Eflin. What do we need to know here?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Swing and a foul straight back. That one fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. That just misses. Ball 1. Rooker batting second in today's lineup. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
One down, base is empty. That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's there with a double.
All over that one right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
One out, runner at second. This is J.J. Bleday.
Let's go, Zach.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and they got him. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Come on, Zach.
Shea Langoliers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Rooker on third with 2 out. Rip towards third.
Get it in gear.
Slings it across, and that will end the inning. The A's strand one. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Luis Severino. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Gunnar Henderson leading things off and takes a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And forget it. The Orioles strike first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Adley Rutschman. That one's in there, 0-1. Just missed.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Ripped to short. Over to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
0-1's the count.
1 out, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Nice rip.
Batting fourth.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Top of the second. Now it's going to be Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Let's go, Zach.
First pitch misses.
Let's go, Oreo.
And that one fouled off. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner. That had extra bases written all over it if it stayed fair.
Cut on and lifted in the air. O'Neill getting an angle on it. He's got it. One away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Zach Geloff now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Goes down looking.
Batting seventh. Left fielder.
So here's Brown at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty.
Hey, 2.
And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail here 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Left fielder. Tyler O'Neill.
Let's go, Tyler.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing. One gone, runner at first. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Come on, Cedric. Keep it going.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Cowser leads off first with one away. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. Up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning. And the Orioles leave one, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias. Eflin back to work. That's a strike. That's down and in.
1-1.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out and he makes all the plays. That clips the corner.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
On to O'Hearn. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next to hit, Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Pitch misses there. 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Off the mark there. And it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic. That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rooker batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Inside, and 1-1. Eflin a move to first. Butler back in on a dive. Righty delivers. Slow roller up the middle. That ends the frame. Back here in Baltimore, set for the bottom of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. And there's the strike.
Pitch location right there. Tough to pull that with you and take it towards the first base side of the field.
Severino kicks, deals to the right side. A dive. Nice stop from his backside. Steps on the bag. Got him. Nicely done there.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And it's fouled away. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Stepping in, Adley Rutschman grounded out his first time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. There's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Inside, almost got him.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Into center and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that,
they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That's in. Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike.
You can do it, Ryan.
That clips a corner. Rutschman off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Orioles, let's
2
go.
outs. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Come on, O's.
The next offering misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the Orioles 1 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, J.J. Bleday.
Come on, Baltimore, let's go!
Fouled off. He was late.
Let's do it, Orioles.
Next offering is downstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that skips in the dirt. In the dirt, and the count is filled up.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Orioles.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike
Ball
1.
one's the count.
One down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball right side. Holiday gets it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Fly to left his first time.
Let's go, Orioles. Strike.
And a foul ball. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. O'Neill raging back towards the wall. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Orioles 1 and the A's nothing. Bottom 4, here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle, 28 years old. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Right through there for a strike.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That
That's
misses
ball
the
2.
zone, and the count's even at 2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Come on, Orioles!
That one down the line, and he handles it himself for the out.
Come on, really?
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler.
Here's the left fielder,
O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill. Struck out swinging his first time.
Let's go!
That one catches the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball,
Another
2 strikes.
0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back